crap. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Devlog 26. First off, before we hop into this devlog, I just want to say a huge thank you to the 280 subscribers that we currently have, especially the 58 in the last 28 days. That's dope. Hit my mic. And we got like 1.8k views. What the freak? Anyways, thank you all. That's awesome. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're just a returning viewer, thanks for checking out the devlogs. So before we hop into today's super late devlog, it's Wednesday, I do just want to quickly shout out the next pixel art asset. Here are the new assets for this week. If you want to download these and use them in your games, go ahead and become a Patreon supporter. $3 or more will get you access to this new tile set meant for platformers, as well as all of these sprite assets. So in total, you would be getting this one and you would be getting this one. So if you want both of these for $3, go ahead and become a supporter. Also, if you just want to support the show and the devlogs and the game, I really freaking appreciate it. And I'm happy that we're kind of building a community. So thanks for the comments. Thanks for the support. Let's hop into the devlog. So we have a whole lot of changes to look at here that are just little tweaks, but they're really important and they're going to really round out the game. First thing we did is we adjusted the hitbox on all of the slashes. So as an example here, this is the diamond sword slash. It now comes all the way behind here. And here's the carrot sword slash for another example. And then on other sword slashes that have more unique hitboxes, like let me pull out the Gungeon one. It actually does extend out here on those 3 blades. And that's changed now. I added in that change so that when you hit something and you're right on top of it, it still hits it, and you don't accidentally miss things if you're right on top of them. So it just helps out the gameplay a ton. So another thing I went ahead and did is I updated the menuing system here, just so it looks a little nicer. So we have these, it's very small, but I mean, small changes, but they rounded out. So we have this change up here for the Patreon build, which, by the way, just a heads up, if you want to play it right now, new Patreon build is going out today. So think about that, $3. You get those tile sets and the game. Anyways, moving on. I've added in a feature that you can just press space to skip, and you can skip these cutscenes, and it'll just take you right to the game. Now, another really important thing I added in is the pause menu. Welcome back. So this was a pretty easy fix, but it has been broken for a long time. And it took me a little, it was a little finicky. I had to kind of look around in my GODOT engine. I had to reach out to someone else to kind of see what the issue was. And I finally figured it out. You can pause, resume, pause, and quit. Now, one really cool thing that I have been working on that I want to add into the pause screen is a cool little animation graphic where when it pauses, it fades in and this serpent will lift its head up and kind of hover on the screen or do something like this. And so I made this skeleton and rigged it up with these sprites to kind of show off this serpent-looking skeleton. And I liked it so much, I was like, dude, I have to make like enemies that use this same kind of like moving interface. So this is called inverse kinematics in GODOT. It's actually pretty easy to set up. All you do is you take your sprites, you put them all down going like this, each becoming a child of the sprite previous to it. When you're done, you just click all of them, you select it up, and then you click this bone tool here, and you click make custom bones from nodes. You click one below your base sprite that you want it to be at, and it will connect all of them with bones, as you see here. They're all connected through these bones. And then all you do is you scroll in, you select this top bone with just this cursor here, and you click make IK chain. And that's how easy it is. And you can set up something really cool like a serpent moving or, you know, a missile trail. I don't even know. There's a lot of different ideas you could do with this. So anyways, I do want to make this kind of animate and come up. This is the animation that I had going so far. Very simple. That's literally it. It's just a head raise going up. So anyways, Thought that was cool. I'm gonna try and implement and work that into the pause menu. Now, another thing I did with these swords that I mentioned last time was I put in the faded slash on every single sword. Now, a lot of the other changes, I am gonna list them in a little changelog below, but they're a little more technical and boring. For example, I changed the mouse cursor to actually function as the mouse cursor in the Godot engine instead of being a sprite that follows the mouse around. And that just makes it a lot easier to have it integrated and always appear above things so that there's no weird, like sometimes the mouse cursor disappears behind things. It's always going to appear in front of everything, which is really nice. A lot of other really small bugs that I kind of fixed here were enemies flying into the air. Just with knockback enabled, sometimes they would fly, you know, completely vertically. Completely fixed. And you'll see here the damage 0.5 that goes up will now reset when I take damage down to 3.5. And that was pretty buggy. It is now fixed. It only goes up by 0.5 every time. And there you saw it resetting. So that's a really cool implementation of the Torment Blade. And I actually want to shout out the person who recommended this idea. Boom. Thank you so much. I love these ideas. They're freaking good. And I love it when you guys actually suggest things. Because, hey, I put it into the game. Other things I added in are if you pick up the diamond power up, it actually properly reflects the damage change. You see I'm doing 7.5 damage now. Some other smaller changes are the damage and how it affects popcorn bullets, the large and small popcorn bullets. I made it scale with your actual damage here. If I read off the percentage changes, I set the large popcorn to scale with damage divided by 5. So the larger popcorn bullets that you get from shooting is the player's damage divided by 5, and the smaller popcorn is the player's damage divided by 10. And I just felt like that was really balanced. It felt nice, and I like how it scales now. So if you get a lot of damage, these other smaller effects can really, you know, make it nice. I also fixed a lot of the bugs when it comes to these bullets here. So if I shoot that out, it will always face the proper direction, that little Gungeon bullet, as well as the Apu power up here. If I kind of, if I jump up here and I grab it, these will always shoot out and face their proper directions. And you see it only shoots out in those 5 directions now. So it's a little different, it's a little changed, but I do like it a lot better. Another very small addition, but it makes a big difference, is I made attack speed actually work on the sword. So it's barely noticeable here, but there is a cooldown. I can't just spam click it, I will only attack a certain amount of times. But let's say I have my attack speed upgraded a ton, I should theoretically be able to attack much, much faster. Now, it doesn't affect it too much, but it does affect it, which I thought was nice. There we go. I'm spamming it. Last and probably least, I added in this little coin sprite. I think I want to make the gold bars worth around 10 gold, and I want smaller coins to kind of come out of enemies at random when you kill them. I think it'll just make the game a lot more fun. So we'll check that out. We'll implement that. Not a whole lot on the game. I was really busy, like I said, visiting and helping family move. I helped my older brother move from Florida to Pennsylvania. That was pretty intense. But yeah, I'm super excited to get a lot of more stuff done this week. I really enjoyed working through all these little kind of, I mean, they seem so little, but they make the game feel so much better. And I actually have a whole entire long notepad document filled with tons and tons of little changes that I just have in my brain that I'm like, I have to put these in. Like, I have to fix the cursor. I have to fix this little bug. I have to change this. And each time I do one, it's really tiny, but it makes the game way, way, way more fun. If you want to play the current build of the game right now, new one's going up. It's going to be version 3.0 of the Patreon build. And I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreons. I love you guys. Special thank you to Librado Hernandez. Thank you for the support. Thank you for helping to build the community and supporting the game. I also have a little notepad here that I write down ideas in for my game. And I was able to kind of plan quite a bit of things coming up for future bosses and just the ideas that I had with those future bosses. Really rough. I'm not a super great traditional artist. I do like pixel art though. Please, please, if you have ideas for my game or you see something and something clicks in your brain, leave a comment and tell me what you would like to see in the game or what changes you would make. And then I will take your brain's idea and I will think about it with my brain and maybe it will make it into the game. Bye guys. Have a great week.